Javier Martinez from Tijuana is a naturalized U.S. citizen. Every day he wakes up at 5 a.m. and commutes into California for work. But on November 3rd, he'll make a stop before he gets there to cast his first ballot in a U.S. presidential election.
Me parece mundialmente importante.
These elections are very important. As a person who crosses between the two countries every day, I see Donald Trump as a leader who seeks to hurt Latino communities. And if I can have my say, I think it's important.
The U.S. Embassy in Mexico estimates that more than 1.5 million U.S. citizens live in the country, and voting activist groups say at least 75,000 of them live here in Tijuana. Perhaps no foreign city is more affected by the political and economic sways of the United States than Tijuana, a city built right along the border that sees thousands of people cross into California every day to work. And ahead of November 3rd, those here who are eligible to vote say they are more motivated than ever to make this Mexican city's voice heard in America's choice. That's something Roberto Vivar, a US Army veteran and deportee, has been on a drive to enhance, as he encourages those who are eligible to register to vote and have their say.
It's very important that the US citizens who live in Tijuana vote, because they are also affected in the same way as Mexican people by the politics of racism and hatred of the current US administration.
Yet, despite his group's efforts, Roberto says they still expect voter turnout from south of the border to be low. Jorge Perez is a US citizen who lives in Tijuana. He's going to vote for a third-party candidate in November and says the disillusion has a lot of people like him doing the same.
Over here, we really feel that there's not a lot in it for us. And because after all, there is a reason why we live over here instead of the US, because we can't afford to live in the US even though we're US citizens, and it doesn't make any sense. But I mean, that pretty much makes us working class, and most of us vote with the interests of poor communities in mind.
Alistair Baverstock, CGTN, Tijuana.